New at 10 tonight, recently we dealt with the first murder of the year that took place on Morris Street, and now a Dothan man wants to do his part on cracking down on gun violence. Robert Smith joins us live in the studio with more. Robert, what exactly does this man have in mind?
Well, Paige, Mr. Nate Patterson, he works for a faith-based organization and mentoring young children up to 19 years of age. He believes the community needs to come together to show some sort of guidance as well as provide positive outlets for the younger generation to avoid the possibility of going down the wrong path. After a difficult year last year, less than a month in of 2021, a young man had his life taken away on Morris Street due to gun violence, as it was the first murder of the year in the Circle City.
We had a lot of murders that happened in 2020 with our young men here in the Dothan area. So to start off this year with another murder with a guy that was only 20 years old, it's heartbreaking for families here, it's heartbreaking for communities.
Patterson is the executive director of Time Youth, which is an organization that mentors young children in the community. He spends a lot of time educating young men in all areas, such as staying out of the streets and efforts to prohibit gun violence.
You are valuable, you are special, and God created you to do things in life that has purpose. So when they choose the streets, it makes it hard for mothers, it makes it hard for fathers, and make it hard for grandmothers to watch over these young men.
Patterson says it's devastation at its finest, seeing mothers and grandmothers cry about the young men in their lives taken away too soon because of a senseless murder. He says men in the community have to step up and provide an outlet for young men in the area to eliminate violence.
Most of the time, these kids, especially ones that's not involved in sports, they just don't have any time to do anything here in Dothan. So we want to create something that's positive. We want to create a place where they can hang out. We want to create a place where men can come in and pour into these young men so they won't make that choice of choosing the streets, picking up that gun, feeling like their life isn't nothing anyway.
Patterson says it takes more than the law enforcement and city leaders cracking down on gun violence, but it takes a village to help young men find their purpose. Also, on a side note, Time Youth is offering free after-school mentoring programs and teens to work job readiness programs.